In Rick and Morty Season 8, Episode 5, the duo sets out to carry out what should be a simple theft, but naturally, things quickly spin out of hand. While cruising through space, Rick and Morty come to find a large spaceship filled with cryogenic aliens. These aliens destroyed their home planet and are currently wandering across space, frozen and unknowing. Rick sees an excellent opportunity to break into the ship's guarded vault and grab the hypercore, an energy source. Morty, as always, is hesitant, but follows suit. Morty accidentally triggers Rick's bombs, waking up the entire ship. The two rush to hide as the alarms sound. What about their disguise? They put on phony alien ears and pretended to be passengers. To avoid suspicion, they enter vacant cryosleep pods and inadvertently assume the identities of genuine residents. Rick is the wealthy couple's son, Jimmy, and Morty is a lower-class cleaner named Guffy. Leads them down two very distinct roads. Rick lives the high life with fictitious parents Doug and Karen, who assume their son has magically matured overnight. They lavish him with attention and fine food and prepare him for a coming-of-age ritual that may provide Rick access to the vault. Meanwhile, Morty is stuck with the ship's lower-class workers, known as the Makeys. The Makeys live in a harsh environment, regulated by mind-altering chips. When they discover Morty as Guffy does not have a chip, they suspect he is leading a rebellion. Morty unintentionally becomes the icon of a rebellion. The Makeys pull out their chips and plan to overthrow the ruling class, the Takey. Morty's new army crashes Rick's manhood ceremony just as it begins. Rick uses the pandemonium to slip into the vault, only to find it absolutely empty. It turns out that the actual Jimmy and Guffy, whose identities they stole, had already looted the vault and fled to a casino planet before anyone awoke. Rick and Morty bear the brunt of the blame, with both the wealthy and the poor turning against them. Once surveillance footage shows the truth, the entire ship follows the real criminals, motivated by greed. Rick and Morty join the crazy chase, following Jimmy and Guffy across space. They eventually catch up with their escape ship, but everything breaks apart again. Morty accidentally ejects Guffy and the stolen treasure into space. Nonetheless, the ship's occupants refuse to abandon the chase. Their desire for wealth drives them to extremes, where they turn against one another. In the end, Rick regains control by implanting obedience chips in everyone and sending them to a new planet. Doug and Karen, who still believe Rick is their son, are moved by his kindness and return to cryosleep, certain he is greater than child ever was. What about the last twist? A monkey named New Lizzie gets away with all of the casino profits, demonstrating that in this reality, plans usually fail, and sometimes the least expected person emerges victorious. Thank you for watching.